Hi, and welcome to Fun Fact Friday with Strive Worldwide. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Ann. So, did you know that our classes run for 5 weeks, and then we have a week off in between each of our classes? And during that time, we have a social, and every social is a little bit different. We let the students pick what they want to do. This past social last week, it's amazing. We did a talent show and tell, and our participants were generous enough to allow us to share some of their great talents.
So check out some of the really great stuff that our participants had to share. And then consider joining us for our next social.
Bless America, land I love, since I heard and guide her through the night with the blow from the ocean, from the foam. God bless America, land I love. That's all I can remember.
Who's gonna ride that home three-wheel? Who's gonna make that first mistake?
What's the worst gypsy romance?
All the
Way to find.
All right, so here's art by Amanda. Welcome. Hey, I know her.
That's amazing.
Wow, that is beautiful stuff. The bright colors.
Yeah, this would go very well with my home decor. I do love a bright, bold color. They're gorgeous.
Wow.
Very cool.
That is so detailed. Oh my goodness. How long did it take to make you that? How long did it take you to make that?
A couple of months, I think.
Yeah, that's incredible. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. This here friend of mine, her name is Ivy. She is older than I am. She's 3 years older than I am. This is a plant that my mom got when she went on maternity leave with my brother.
Wow, isn't that so
43
cool?
years old.
Majestic.
And as it grows, I just give it haircuts, and then they become little baby ivies. So I have probably about 14 of these around my house. And when I go to visit somebody or for occasions, I always take a little snip off of it and share it with my friends. So there are parts of this plant in California and Arizona and Maine and New Hampshire and Massachusetts. And yeah, I just like that it is older than I am.
So I love art similar to Amanda, only I don't paint the way she does. She does beautiful stuff. Mine tends to be a little bit more abstract, but recently I started taking a pottery class that's hand building. So I'm going to show you, I'll show you a couple things that I made. So this is an oyster shell, and it can be like to put salt or herbs in and then sit on the on your table, because it does sit flat. So I actually used a real oyster shell to make the imprint.
Oh, wow.
I did some fish. So these kind of, I actually have given a bunch away, but I curled them in such a way so that they could be like on a table and they look like they're kind of swimming. So the thing I do, it's called encaustics. So it's actually, you paint with, these are just two of them. You paint with wax. So you heat up wax, and the beauty of this is you can be very abstract, which I'm not I cannot draw to save my life. But you heat up these little packets or cubes, I guess, of wax. And then once they melt, then you can paint with them.
Cher has kind of presented herself.
Okay.
So this is actually a dog. This is
Oh,
a greyhound named Maple.
oh, looks like a whippet.
Yeah, exactly. She's like a
Yeah.
big whippet.
Mhm.
And I didn't know if she would wake up to come say hi. Do you want to say hi to everybody? What do you think?
The name.
Her name
Aw.
is like Princess Leia.
Yeah, her name is Maple, like maple syrup.
Oh, Maple. Hi, Maple.
Yeah. Hi.
I think our video loaded. Do you want to show the video too?
Yeah, so Maple spends a lot of time sleeping, but she can run really fast. And sometimes when she gets excited, she does something we call zoomies. So now Sarah can show a video of the zoomies.
All right, here we go. Let's make a big.
Oh my God.
Look at her go.
My goodness.
Oh,
And
reverse.
it's not sped up. That's really how.
Wow.
Just like greyhounds, and oh yeah, they're fast.
Yeah. She found this softball in the yard, and I guess it felt really important to her to hold it in her mouth and run around in a circle really fast. She was just really excited.
Mhm. Nice. Oop.
Oh,
She's like, I must run.
so that is my baby. She
Went on a Disney cruise with my family and my girlfriend, her parents, like 2 weeks ago, and we got this picture taken.
Well, this
All
Yay.
right.
so cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
What
What
does
does
the
it
shirt
say?
say?
It says Jorge and Stacy cruising together for 25 years.
Whoa!
Oh,
Wow.
Is it your anniversary?
Well, it's my girlfriend's. It's my girlfriend's anniversary next month.
Maria says that she entered one of her pieces of artwork and she won first place in her division.
oh wow.
Hey.
That's great.
And I want to tell you a little bit about a board game that I'm building.
Ooh.
So it's called Happy Campers, and this is like the logo that I designed for it. And the way that it works is you're a camper at a summer camp and you have all of these options of things that you can do. And let's say that you wanted to go swimming. You would roll a dice, and I've already set up with Anne, so she knows how to do it. If you type in on your phone, roll a d20, it'll roll a 20-sided dice. So what Anna's going to do, Anna's going to pick a camp activity that she would like to do. What would you like to do, Anne?
I'm gonna do wood shop.
Wood shop. All right. So your wood shop options are if you roll, you can pick. Do you want permission to use a knife? And in order to move up to the other things, because you can see that there's 4 levels. So to check off the first level, and in wood shop, the first one is you get permission to use a knife and you can whittle. And in order to do that, you have to roll a dice higher than a 5.
Okay, I'm ready to roll.
All right, go ahead and roll.
I got a 1.
Oh, so you didn't make it this time, but you could try again.
Okay.
And like there's a
Okay,
certain
right.
number of, activity periods during a day, and then we take a break for lunch, and maybe we, go back and you want to look out the window and try to see some birds or whatever. So you would roll a d20 and see, like, if you get a 15 or higher, you see an animal or whatever. You can also practice making friends. Maybe you want to try dating. And there's all kinds of other activities that go with it. If Anne got permission to use a knife, and then the next woodshop thing is she whittles a sharp stick, which is pretty much the first thing that everybody learns how to whittle. Then after you can show that you can whittle and use your sharp stick and your knife carefully, then you would get permission to use power tools, and then you check off that box. And then once you know how to do all those things, you can build a birdhouse. And if you check 4 boxes in the same category, you would get a badge. So the woodworking badge looks like this.
So
Very cool.
So you make a plan at the beginning. Do you want to stay for 1 week? Do you want to stay for 2 weeks? And there's evening programs and there's badges, and you try to get X number of badges. And you also have to do all of your regular stuff. Like you need to make sure that you bathe at least a couple of times a week, right? And you have to write a letter home a couple of times a week. And you have to make sure you change your clothes, right? All the kind of typical things you'd have to do. And there's also evening programs. I didn't open any up to show you, but they're there.
that's so cool, Sarah.
And I started drawing.
Oh,
Great.
nice.
Love
You're
it.
skipping-
I'm gonna sing just the song Before I Go by Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
All right, let me.
It's easy to get I had to get back home and opened up the door.
Please join me in congratulating and thanking our amazing participants for sharing their talents with us.
And consider joining us for our next class too. And we'll see you back here next week for another Fun Fact Friday.